everyone, it's Sandra here with A Clean and Simple Life. Welcome to what was supposed to be Test Kitchen Tuesday on a Wednesday, because apparently I have problems reading the calendar and knowing what is on my calendar, and I completely forgot that I had another engagement last night, so was not going to be able to come on live and make dinner with you guys. So here we are. It's Wednesday, kind of Tuesday. And I hope you are joining me today. I hope you've had a great day. We did get some snow yesterday, so it was lovely. So tonight, and going forward on most Tuesdays, what I'm working on doing is we are going to cook the catalog. So those of you who are familiar with my Epicure catalogs, you know that we've got some great recipe ideas all throughout the catalog. Some of them using the new products, some of them not. But what I'm going to do is I am going to pick a recipe out of the catalog every Tuesday, and we're going to showcase that recipe, and that's what we're going to make for dinner. So tonight, what I wanted to do is I wanted to look at the Good Asian Real Fast meal kits. This is not a new meal kit, but it has had a facelift, if you will. And so it's got some new products in it, but those of you who are familiar with the meal kits, I love them because I think they're such a great value. You're going to get a number of different products in there. They used to come in a box, now they're coming in a really nice little bag. And you're also getting recipes that you can make using the products that are in the box. You don't have to get any other products from Epicure other than what's in the box. You'll need other ingredients, but the products themselves, everything is in the box that you need. So what I wanted to do, as I said, I'm going to focus on the Good Asian Real Fast, which is on page 6. And in that kit, like I said, it did get a little bit of a facelift. So it still comes with your favorites. It still comes with the sesame ginger salad dressing. I love this salad dressing. It is probably my top 2 favorites. It comes with the Asian stir-fry seasoning. Again, really good, really versatile. It comes with the miso broth, which is also yummy, yummy. And as the facelift, it now comes with our brand new crispy and crunchy lettuce wraps.
Other way.
Hopefully you guys get that.
There you go. Now you can see it with the light.
I got Steve, my director, behind the camera here, letting me know what you can and can't see because of the lighting here. So this is one of our brand new products this season, crispy crunchy lettuce wraps. I love lettuce wraps. I absolutely adore them. This is fantastic because it's all in one packet. It's ready to go. Everything you need to know is on the back. Super duper easy.
Pippa is watching, and so is Ruby.
Hey Pippa, hi Ruby. I've got a catalog on its way up to you, Ruby, so watch your mailbox for that. And just so that everyone else knows, if you are looking for a paper copy of the catalog, the digital copy is available on my website. But if you want a paper copy, just drop me a comment and or PM me with your address, and I will make sure to get that out for you really quick. So, as I mentioned, Asian, we are going to do tonight the pork cabbage rolls. And that recipe is found in the digital meal plan that is available for the Asian meal kit. And again, one of the really cool things with this little meal kit or meal plan, and this is available on the website. I will be putting the link for this in the comments after we're done. It will tell you 5 different things that you can also do with the products that are in the kit other than just the recipes. So really super cool. This sesame ginger mix, you know, some salads. You can do roasted chickpeas with it, it's suggesting. Some ginger potatoes. Those are to die for, I'm going to tell you right now. A dipping sauce, a citrus sesame ginger marinade, also very yummy.
Danielle is now watching too.
Oh, hello Danielle. Also some ideas on how to use the crunchy crispy lettuce wrap mix, the miso, you get the idea. And then we've got all the wonderful recipes. So, pork cabbage rolls. That's what we're making tonight. So, cabbage rolls, one of those comfort foods. I think a lot of people grew up with their moms making cabbage rolls. Not in my house, but I was French Canadian. My mom didn't make that kind of thing. She didn't get the cooking gene.
More of a British thing.
More of a British thing, as Steve tells me. But I do know that a lot of people grew up eating cabbage rolls. Let me know, did you guys grow up eating cabbage rolls in your house? Steve's got his hand up.
Yes, I did.
So this is going to be a play on the traditional cabbage roll. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with, I'm using Savoy cabbage. So it's a Chinese cabbage. Very similar to regular cabbage, but I don't know if you can see if you're not familiar with it. It's a kind of curly, I guess, lack of a better term. It's not quite as thick as regular green cabbage, but still similar taste. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our cabbage leaves into the steamer here because I want to get them wilted. And don't worry, I'm using 8 of them. They're not all going to fit out in here nice and evenly. It's okay. We're not worried about that. Right now, all we want to do is we want to get them in here, and I did pre-wash these. We just want to get them in there. Don't worry about if the lid doesn't fit on there tight. That's not a big deal either. Again, all we're doing is we're going to wilt them. So I'm going to pop over to the microwave. I'm going to pop them in there. It's going to be about 2 minutes or so, and I'm going to see how they do. Bear with me for a moment. What are you guys making for dinner? I'd love to know what you guys are making for dinner out there in Facebook Live land. Let me know, always interested in that. So while that's wilting, let's get started with our filling. So I'm using ground pork, obviously, because it's pork cabbage rolls. You can totally make this vegetarian meal and swap this out for a couple of cans of lentils or chickpeas if you like. You could use tofu, I suppose, or some ground round. You could use that too. So I am going to use my 1 pound of ground pork here that I have. Nice Ontario pork. Always love supporting my local farmers. If it ever wants to come out. There we go. Now we're moving. Oh, you know what I didn't grab is a spoon.
Oh.
That's okay.
Well, you got them right there. Or you want me to get one? I can get one first. Big or little?
A big one from the caddy over there. Yep. Sometimes it's nice having a sous chef. Not gonna lie, he does double duty. He's not only the cameraman / director / sous chef too. It's not a bad deal. All right. Aha. No, that's not the one I wanted. Okay. He does triple duty. Doesn't always do them well. I want the purple one with no holes. Just need something to mix. Or even a spatula would have been fine. Sorry about that. You guys don't need to see our domestic.
Oh,
Okay.
that was not a domestic. Let me tell
So
you.
here we go. 1 pound of ground pork. I have about 2 cups of chopped mushrooms. I had creminis and white mushrooms in the fridge, so that's what I used. You could absolutely use a dried porcini or shiitakes, whatever kind of mushrooms you like. If you're using the dried ones, of course, reconstitute them. But whatever mushrooms you have are totally fine. I also have 2 carrots here that I grated on my box grater. I'm gonna add those in there. And I just heard the microwave, so I'm gonna go see how my cabbage leaves are doing. So bear with me. You can check out the carrots there.
No, we're checking out you as you get your stuff.
Yep, those look good. All right. Like I said, I don't want to do too much other than just wilt them so that they're a little bit more pliable. There we go. I'm just going to lay them there for a minute or two until I'm ready to use them. And they have this, because we put them in the steamer and they retain a lot of their moisture, they've got this beautiful, vibrant green color. I love that color. So beautiful. There we go. Okay.
Oh, Eva's here.
Oh, hello, Eva. Now, we've got our 2 carrots. We've got our mushrooms in there. I'm also going to use 2 tablespoons of the Asian stir-fry seasoning. And this is a brand new jar, which is actually kind of cool because you can see just how full these jars are. They fill them right up to the top.
Oh, Lynn's watching now.
Oh, hello, Lynn. Sorry we didn't make dinner last night.
And what are you doing there again?
So now I am adding 2 tablespoons
Using-
of the Asian stir fry using my 4-in-1 measuring spoon. Love this spoon. If you need a spoon in your life, this is the one. This will replace all the measuring spoons in your drawer. Because if your drawer is kind of like mine, its property is at a premium in there. Let me tell you, because I love gadgets. But this has a tablespoon, a teaspoon, half teaspoon, and there's a little hash mark there for a 1/4 teaspoon. 4 spoons, 1 utensil, super efficient. So we've got that in there. And then we are going to add 2 teaspoons each. We're going to do 2 teaspoons of cornstarch in here, which is going to help be my binder in all of this. 2 there. And I want 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. Whatever soy sauce you have at home is perfectly cool. There we go. There's 1. And there's 2. Toss that in there. And now, just mix it all up. This is the fun part, and this is the part where I think I may get in there with my hands, because I gotta be honest, I think mixing it with my hands is so much easier. And my hands are clean. I did wash them. There we go. So,
Get in there with your
do
hands.
we know what people are having for dinner there, Steve?
Nope.
No, nobody's sharing.
Nobody's
What are you
sharing.
guys having for dinner? You know me, I'm super nosy. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Did everybody get snow yesterday? Where are you guys from? Ruby's from La Paz, out in Manitoba. Ruby, it's been cold. Did you guys get snow yesterday? We finally got snow in Ontario, in the Toronto area, other than a little bit that we got on Christmas Day. So what's going on out that way with you guys, with your temperatures? Did it get any warmer? It didn't look all that warm this morning. Anyway, here we go. Get right in here. This is, honestly, is the best way to make this kind of thing. You just get in there, mix it all up. Lots of veggies in there. It's going to be delicious.
Ruby says lots of snow up here and cold.
Oh, still cold, eh?
I know where La Paz is.
Yes. You probably spent some time in there when you were out. No?
No.
Not in that area when you were out that way?
Nope.
Yes, I know it's been cold. I remember she was mentioning that.
But I seem to recall having a friend from there.
Ah, cool.
So.
All right. Get my gunky hands cleaned up here.
While she's doing that, I'll provide a little. Oh, Marilyn Reed is watching now. Reed
Hey,
Arsenault.
Marilyn.
So.
How's it going? The Arsenaults are kind of our neighbors. They're just 1 street over from us. Always nice to see the Arsenaults. All right. Move some stuff around. Let me get that out of the way. All right, we're going to start filling these leaves. Now what I want to do is I do want to get rid of this big core in the center here, because it's going to make it a little bit difficult to roll. So
I've angled it down for you.
there we go. So just do that. And now, see if I can spoon this out so that it's relatively even, and I get 8 of them out at this. This is going to feed 4 people, 2 rolls each. There we go. Bring that little guy in. There. They may not be the most beautiful ones, but that's okay. You know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as they say, and art is subjective. So that's what I'm seeing. Oh, look at that. See my sous chef? He's just so helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This way I don't have to stretch.
Well, no, and everybody can see them going into the steamer.
Okay. Here, I can probably put them in front of me. You tell me if that's better.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That works.
There we go. All right. So I'm going to be serving these with some rice, some basmati rice that I already made. And what I did with the rice, was I used a little bit of our sesame ginger salad dressing and put that in the water with the rice as I was cooking it. So what it did was it flavored my plain white rice that I steamed in my other steamer that I have. I have one of the square ones that we used to have, but definitely you can use the multi-purpose steamer. Or if you guys have seen in the new catalog, we have a brand new steamer, a round steamer, which is very exciting. Perfect for making soups and sauces, things like that. Oops, this little guy. I think I may have overstuffed this one, but that's okay. Again, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the beautiful thing about cooking, right? At least I think so. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be tasty. And I think these are going to be super tasty.
I'm looking forward to them.
Mm-hmm. Now, don't throw these little bits away. You can keep those. And you can make a little coleslaw with those. You could toss them in a soup or a stew. They freeze, so you can pop them into the freezer and keep them for when you need them. But definitely don't throw those out, because those are these are good tasty bits here. There we go. Not the most exciting watching these stuffed cabbage rolls, I'm sure. But
Oh, Regis is watching now too.
oh, hey Regis.
So we get the whole family over at the
We got
Arsenals.
the Arsenal whole family watching. That's awesome.
Get the kids in there.
Are you guys jonesing for camping yet? Because I know we're jonesing for boating. And, you know, with the whole COVID situation, we didn't even get to go to the boat show. They had to do a virtual boat show, which, you know, at least it was something. But, man, am I looking forward to spring. That's all I can say.
Oh, we both are, babe.
Oh, yes. Yes, we are.
And Regis waved, by the way. I just gave him a like back.
Oh, good.
They're all good.
Awesome. Awesome. So some of the other new items that we've got in the catalog right now, we've got some great new products. We have 2 new soups that just came out. We have the Thai coconut soup, which is really yummy. I really enjoyed it. That's one of my favorite soups to order when I go to the Thai restaurant. I love getting that coconut soup. It's just so delicious. And this was equally as good. And I love the fact that it's not as high in sodium and not as high in sugars and all those good things. So no MSG. That was pretty cool.
Regis says they can't wait for camping and a campfire.
Oh, I know, me too. At least we've got a fireplace, so we can kind of pretend that we've got a campfire going, but it's not the same. Not gonna lie. All right, somehow I didn't divide these up properly, and I have a little bit of extra meat left, but that's okay.
We'll cook up the meat anyways, and we can use it later on for something else.
Yes,
It's
I
all
will do
good.
that later though.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna do that right now.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Let's try and stuff that guy right in there. Look
Oh,
at that.
stuff him in.
Oh,
Oh, let's
boy.
have a good look there.
All right, we gotta stuff one more in there. So, catalog, yes. Thai soup. We've also got the wintry mushroom soup, which I made yesterday, because yesterday was a super wintry kind of day here in the GTA. And it was also super duper delicious. Now, I'm gonna tell you, if you're gonna check that one out, it is not your Campbell's cream of mushroom soup, okay? It is not going to be super thick and creamy like you're used to, unless you want to make it super creamy, and you could use heavy cream or something like that. But I used 2% milk in mine, and it was absolutely delicious. I sauteed my mushrooms with a little bit of the SPG, the salt, pepper, garlic, and that was the only extra seasoning I added, and everything else was just absolutely delicious. And I even got a thumbs up from Stevie here.
Always good.
Yes. All right. We got cabbage rolls.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those puppies,
Oh, they're
eh?
stuffed in there good.
They are stuffed in there good. I'm going to put the lid back on. These are going over to the microwave, and I'm putting them in for about 7 minutes to cook the pork. Stay with me. Trust me. This is going to work out. Those of you who have cooked with me before, you know this. You know. Just trust me. Alrighty, that's on the go. I want to also make our sesame ginger dressing because I'm going to be using that a little bit on my on top of cabbage rolls as well. I like to put a little bit on my rice. So I'm going to grab my cruet here, sesame ginger dressing, super good as I mentioned, and we're going to start off with the 4-in-1 spoon, and I want 3 tablespoons of dressing. Nope, sorry, 2 tablespoons, my bad. 2 tablespoons in here. And one of the things I love about our dressings is I'm going to make a whole cruet here, and it's just going to sit on my countertop and be ready whenever I need it. Super great. I'm not going to put it in the fridge because it doesn't need to be refrigerated. It's oil and vinegar. Do you normally put oil and vinegar in the fridge? No. You don't need to put this in the fridge either. It does not have anything in it that needs to be refrigerated.
Regis says they're at their end, it keeps freezing on them.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Don't know what's on.
I hope it's not my Wi-Fi, but we have had some issues of late. So I apologize if that is the case, guys. I will be posting this back into the group though, so you can always go back and check it out. I want 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. And hopefully I have enough in here. I should. This dressing also makes a wonderful marinade. Super good. You can use it in a nice noodle salad. Oops. Make a great noodle salad with this dressing. So amazing. As I make a mess. And again, you guys know me. These things happen. I'm not always the most clean cook in the world here. 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. I'm going to do 1/3 cup of oil and 1/2 cup of rice vinegar. I love that my measurements are all right here, so I can just go ahead and measure that out. So I'm going to do 1/2 cup of the rice wine vinegar. If you don't have rice wine vinegar, don't sweat it. Use what you got. You can use apple cider vinegar would be really good. You could use regular white vinegar is good in there as well. Don't get too hung up on the rice vinegar. But I do like using the rice vinegar just because it does give it a nice Asian kind of flavor. And now I'm going to do 1/3 cup of oil.
And how do you know how much you're putting in?
Because I'm checking on the side where my measurements are.
Okay, that's good because I wasn't sure if there was measurements on the side.
There
Yes,
are
I can.
measurements right there on the side, so I don't need to dirty up another utensil or another cup because everything is right there. So there we go. We'll funnel away. Oh, there's the lid. Give it a good shake here.
Shake it, baby, shake it.
Always try to put a finger on the lid just in case. And there we go. There's my dressing, ready to go. How quick and easy was that, right? So let me clean up a little bit here. And we got 3 minutes and 12 seconds still to go over there.
Ruby says, it was still freezing at her end too, but and I gave her a sad face for that one. But she likes the measurements on the side of the.
It is so handy.
It really is. That's why I wanted to
love
just
that.
ask you about that to highlight that because it's so true.
I love it, and quite often what I'll do is over the weekend I'll make a couple of different dressings up, put them in my cruets, and then they're right there. They're ready at the handy to use, and I'll just use a little Post-it note on there just to say what kind it is, just in case.
It's kind of important because we've had that a few times over the years.
Or you can just taste it. That's good too, right? But that's super duper handy. The only one that I will say to refrigerate, of course, would be if you're doing a ranch dressing or the Caesar dressing, only because they have dairy in them. So obviously dairy, into the fridge it goes. But balsamic, sesame ginger, it can stay out on the countertop for the week. It's not going to be an issue. Otherwise, what you're going to have to do if you are going to put it in the fridge is you are going to have to take it out before you want to use it because that oil is going to seize up a little bit and it's not going to pour properly. So you're going to want to take it out, Let it come to room temperature so that you can re-emulsify it and use it again.
Regis was asking, just pointed out, he said, good observation on camera guy on the measurements. He was wondering about that also.
Nice.
I gave him
See,
a happy.
this is why I use him.
I gave him a laughing face.
He's so handy to have. So I'm kind of glad that he's around these days.
Not just good looking.
No. And since I still have about a minute and a half, I'm going to make up some roasted garlic aioli to also go with these cabbage rolls. Again, what is an aioli? It's just a fancy way to say mayo. That's it. So I'm going to grab the mayo because that I didn't prepare for. Give me 1 second as I look for the mayo. Oh, there it is. Here we go.
Ruby's going to order one.
No problem. If you have, and I know sometimes, Ruby, there's issues because of your address. I don't know what it is. Canada Post gets kind of funny on our website. If you have issues, give me a shout. We'll get you taken care of. All good. So I'm going to want a cup of mayo, but I don't want to make that much mayo. So I'm actually going to just use a half cup, and I'm using my prep bowl, a little 1 cup prep bowl
Which
here,
also has measurements on it.
also has measurements. It has imperial measurements, and it has metric. And they have, it comes with a great little silicone lid, which I'm going to want the lid. Here's my lid. So when I'm done, it goes in the fridge. It's ready to go. It comes in a set of 4 as well for that. So super handy. Steve, remind me to put mayo on the grocery list.
Don't forget to put mayo on the grocery list. Oh, you meant later. Gotcha. I'll try to remember that.
It's a good thing he's pretty. That's all I can say, folks. It's a good thing he's pretty. Alright, come on. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to get out of that. So, that's okay. We can make this work. How much have I got here? It's pretty close to a half a cup. And I tossed my spoon, so we'll grab a new spoon. And I want half a tablespoon in here. Otherwise, it would be a full tablespoon for 1 cup. So half a tablespoon. We're going to do a teaspoon, and a half. Looking for a spoon. There we go. And a little splash of lemon. Cutting board again. Splash a bit of lemon in there. There we go. And now I have a nice little garlic sauce that I can use to pair up with my rolls. There we go. And I heard the microwave, so let's go check that out. I'm going to bring that back.
Yes, Regis, I am more than just a pretty camera guy.
So you got some solidarity over there. Nice.
Thanks for having my back, brother.
And I'm just grabbing the plate here. Bear with me. Okay. Woo-hoo. Look at those. Oh my goodness. Somebody invent some smell-o-vision for me, would you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That smells so good.
It does, doesn't it? So we're going to take one of those little guys. And that is cooked through, I can tell. Another one. There we go. You could also serve this with a little tomato sauce if you wanted. That would be pretty cool as well. And there's my rice that I made earlier. Grab a little bit of that. Fluff it up a bit. And you can see, because I put the seasoning in there, it's got a really nice coloring to it. And yes, if I went and grabbed a different spoon, this would be a little bit easier, but you know.
It's working.
I try to keep it real and authentic for you guys. That's the reality, because you know, this isn't Food Network, people. This is a clean and simple life. So we try to make it simple.
Oh, I didn't tell you about Guy Fieri being booked on the show next week.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
No pressure.
He doesn't intimidate me. Alrighty. We're going to put a little bit of dressing on here. I could measure this out, but I'm not going to. And just a little bit across there. Very nice. Oops. And finally, my little garlic aioli. You can make this in advance and let it sit for a bit. Develop a little bit more flavor. Put that right there. That's a lot of white on this plate.
Yeah, it's very difficult to see it right now. I'm going to bring this around and...
I probably should get some more colorful plates. But, you know, here we are. You're coming around. Okay. There we go. There we have it, folks.
Oh, that's better.
Pork cabbage rolls. And look how easy that was.
Yep.
You know, that was within a half-hour time frame that we made that. I did do a little bit of prep, but that's because I also knew I was going to be chatting with you guys at the beginning. This meal comes in at approximately $2.75 per serving. That, you cannot get takeout for that. So this is definitely hashtag better than takeout. And it's going to taste delicious. It's going to be less sodium, no artificial flavors and colorings, no hydrogenated this and that. So much easier, so much cleaner, and easy. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching our little dinner show today. Sorry we didn't come on yesterday, but we will make sure next Tuesday to be back with another recipe from the catalog. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but we'll see. We'll surprise you. Anyway, if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate. Reach out to me. Let me know. I'm going to put the link for the meal plan into the comments after I finish eating. And I hope everybody has a great evening and stay safe, everybody. Thank you. Bye.